Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 13. Last time was the Nanamine episode.
Yes.
And hopefully this time we get the father-son reunion we've all been waiting for. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get the uncut reaction for this show and many others. We've been having some copyright trouble, as is evident by the fact that a lot of the Jujutsu reactions are getting removed. Gonna try and get those back up. But, you know, if you can't find the ones that you're looking for on YouTube, all the uncuts are available on Patreon, even before the episodes are posted on YouTube. So anyway, just a FYI for you there. Let's go. This episode seems like it's gonna be crazy.
Ow! Oh my god. Also, finally some more people are showing up.
What is he gonna say? Stop? Yeah. Just command everybody to stop moving.
I wonder if it's like easier to make like a bunch of random people stop moving than like a sorcerer or like a really strong curse. Probably.
What do you mean by easy?
Like if you were to make it like one normal person versus one Jujutsu sorcerer, it would probably be like easy.
If you're talking about the toll that it takes on his body, I think that the toll is based on the command that he uses, not based on how well it affects what they're doing. Well, like, cause he'll get hurt whether they hear what he says or not. So I think that like if he says die, that's like a very hardcore command. Whereas, you know, we saw in season 1 where the students would like fill up their ears with cursed energy basically and block their ears so they couldn't hear it and wouldn't affect them, but it would still fuck up his vocal cords. But I don't know if it doesn't take effect, if it hurts him. I think that he wouldn't be practicing such restraint. It's always a problem. We had this conversation when we were watching the movie, or when we were doing the rewatch for the movie. It's like apparently he can like direct it in the movie, but also that's like the first draft of that ability, and then as the series goes on, things can kind of change, and it's always kind of nebulous anyway with all the powers. So I'm under the impression that he says something and then he gets hurt no matter what it is. I mean, depending on the command, obviously. Some things are more taxing than others. I'm gonna say see Kusakabe, possibly.
Do not rush.
I'm just going straight in there. Oh, it's gonna be Choso, yeah, right, because that's where it ended off. It must be this whole arc, but it's specifically all the stuff with the subway, because it seems like very accurate and like they put a lot of detail on the subway layouts.
Like if you've been here a bunch of times, then
so like say if you live in Tokyo,
freaky.
Yeah, you're probably like, holy shit, I go there to work every day. He's pissed. Whoa! Oh my god. The animation is so crazy. And the directing, just everything. It's like a laser beam. Oh!
Ow! Jesus!
Holy crap! Zenketsu.
Say that's a pretty accurate name. It's like it's literally just a laser.
It's a laser, yeah. It's like a water laser. Did it say? I was kind of blanking on a double impact. Oh, divergent fist. A lot of people were saying that he doesn't use it anymore, but he just used it. Oh shit. I wonder if the iron content of blood makes it even crazier of a weapon.
Just eats a bunch of spinach.
It's so sad that Yuji like really takes it to heart. Oh Jesus. Whoa!
So just every bit of blood in his whole body.
Broke the concentration.
That's so cool that he can like bring it back to him.
Ah, shit. He's trying to invoke him to shoot based on like timing or. Oh.
Oh my god.
He's got a counter. Oh yeah, I noticed he had all those little blood dots everywhere. Oh!
Is that spot on his back?
What spot?
Like one of those things exploded, like went through his clothes and bruised him really bad. Looks... Oh.
What was he doing? Kamo lore.
Thanks for this information. Just like, he's super powerful. He's good at every range. Like, just
Restroom.
get him with water.
Like dilute the blood, I guess. It gets harder to control when all the cells are like dilute.
Yeah.
Whoa! That was such a
damn.
cool effect, man. On the ceiling, like from one perspective it looked like a circle, and then from the other one it's like whoosh. He's breaking all the sinks. It's gonna take a while for this place to flood from the bathroom.
Well, if he just shot his blood in there, then it could get all wet.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Bye, Mechmaru. At least that version. The music's so crazy.
He can't like keep it compressed.
He didn't even know that.
I guess he's been locked in a little box for a really long time.
Unable to use 45% of the cells. I wonder what the significance of that is.
Damn.
Oh, now he's done, right?
I mean,
What now?
He can still fight.
Red Scale, that's the
He can use it
title.
inside of himself.
Whoa. Again, the red and the blue.
Mm-hmm. This This is a cool fight because Yuji's so physically strong that like normally it could just be a beatdown, but because this guy can manipulate the blood inside himself, then he can be super strong too. And just like a normal fist fight.
Oh shit.
勝利を確信した時、水に溶け出さぬよう限界まで凝固圧縮し、樹た血の塊が
Oh shit.
有事の肝臓を貫いた。
Oh.
赤血操術結成石油断したないとなんだ
Oh no.
前に腹に穴を開け
Oh
られた
my
時は
god.
壊れた負けるし
It's over. Sukuna's gonna step in, not probably right now, but
Pretty soon.
unless it is right now.
俺の役割不死でもこいつを戦闘不能にする五条先生を助けるのは俺じゃなくていい3発だたったの3発ガードしたものを除いて俺が食らった虎杖の打撃それがここまで
赤血操術の術師といえど、全ての血管に意識が届くわけでは、気を強く凝固させると突発的な血リスクを抱えることになる。
What's thrombosis?
というリスクの方がはるかに大きいと、長宗は判断した。
Never heard of no thrombosis. Oh my god. Oh, divergent fist. Oh my god, man. Pocket sand. This fight is like,
It's crazy.
it's just so giving little ground, oh no! Choso's just outclassing him just like little bits, just enough to fuck him up. Just covering his eyes, doing the same thing. This is the same thing that happened. Did it land? That was the. Did he harden his body? Ah, shit. Well, yeah.
残念だ
Oh shit. Oh god.
Sukuna's just gonna come out at any second and just
How close to the
clap
edge
this guy.
is he gonna let him get?
弱火ろくだらんこの程度の角に負けるとは
Shit. What? Is it Yuji's blood? Sukuna's blood? Sukuna infected his body? Like, because he's a deadly poison?
突如、長宗の脳内にあふれ
Memories? Wait, or
存在しない
memories that didn't. What? No, it's not even close to what I thought, apparently. What is this? I love when they go back to this. They did this at the start of the last arc. Whose hand is this? Feeding. What the fuck? Is that Kechizu? Huh? What?
He's having a Toto moment over here.
Wait, is Yuji one of them? There's all of them on the table.
ほら兄ちゃんもあ
What?
どういう映画
What? What? Episode's gonna end right there. What the fuck?
Very
What?
strange.
Wait, Big Brain Carson again.
What?
Wait, let's wait to see if there's end credits. Oh, there is end credits. Shit. So, I don't even know. I don't think I could explain it all. I didn't predict that he was one of the cursed wombs, but I think I put forward the idea that he could be related to Kamo. Or related a descendant of the clan at one point. I think it was when we were talking about like how he would. It was wrapped up in the idea that Sukuna was possibly like a member of the Kamo clan because of all of the blood and all of the whole like shit related to that and the poison. And I thought that maybe if Yuji was a descendant of like the same line, maybe that's why he could resist. I'll talk more of that in a second.
That's
Oh,
those
the girls.
いたよねじゃあ始めるよ
What
Wait,
started?
Okay, what started?
変わらないで
Oh my god.
I hate how it goes to this every single time.
So yeah, it was back when we were coming up with like a bunch of different like brainstorming theories, not even full things, but I mentioned at one point that it's possible that Yuji was related to Kamo because that would give him like the resilience of or resistance to poison and that type of thing, because the Kamos are always about like blood manipulation and you know the whole thing about him being able to withstand Sukuna's deadly poison. I guess would make sense if he, you know, if he's a fucking cursed womb. I guess he's one of the cursed wombs because Kamo created them because he was all obsessed, whether it was the real Kamo or whether it was an incarnation of Umbrella Man, like possessing. They were obsessed with creating the child that is a product of a cursed spirit and a sorcerer, and that's where the death paintings came from, and I guess Yuji's one of them.
But how could
So he killed his brothers.
But how could how could that be possible? Like, how would no one have ever known about him? And would he have, like, what's the deal? Was he sealed away, and then?
Well, that memory didn't exist.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I guess I'm saying then what, like, what is his backstory? How is he like born or like raised as like a normal person from like a child, as far as we know?
Well, that question is a question for old Gramps, the old man who took that to his grave. We don't know what the hell he was going to say, but we mentioned that from a million times. That you know, he was going to say something about, you know, maybe his dad was the fourth Hokage or something, but no.
That's so...
It turns out if by fourth Hokage you mean literal Voldemort, then like, holy
That's
shit. Oh my god. I didn't expect that. Well, that changes something. What does that possibly change about him? I mean, like, he's a member of the Kamo clan, technically speaking. Because I don't know if this works the same way every single time. I'm pretty sure it does. They like fed the fucking cursed the death painting cursed womb number 1 through 9 or 1 through fucking 13 or whatever the hell it was to somebody. Why did their clothes change? Is that just for like one frame or like for like a fraction of a second?
Because that's what. Weird.
That is weird. And there's all these other little guys. I'm just so taken aback by this. So he's a fucking...
Or is it just that he's, like, very similar to them, so he's feeling, like, this sense of, like,
Wait,
similarity?
yeah, no, there's 10 there. Because there's 6 on the table, and there's 3 of them.
He's, like, having this feeling that, like, Yuji is, like, similar to them. Like, not,
But he called them brother.
Yeah, but that didn't actually happen. This is, like, his mind of, like...
But why would they have this weird connection like that? You really think it's like, oh, like this is... You really think the reveal here is, oh, he's just like me for real? That's the whole anime twist. That's why they're showing this crazy dinner scene, is because we're both the same, you and I. I think, I mean, maybe you're right. I'm wrong about this shit, and I just, I'm bad at predictions, generally speaking. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, it seems pretty clear to me, unless you're gonna, take issue with what's literally happening on screen.
No, I was just throwing out like another option for it because it's so crazy.
Because there were 9, right? Is that right?
I'm pretty sure there was 9.
Shit. Can death paintings have heavenly restrictions, or is this the reason for his physical strength? His like superhuman abilities? Is it that he's like part cursed spirit, basically?
I feel like he would have cursed energy then, wouldn't he? If he was like a cursed spirit.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm open, like the obvious thing has always been that he could have a heavenly restriction, because he's always being compared directly to like Maki and whoever.
Yeah.
But what if like that's all a red herring, and the real, like they constantly say that, or they constantly allude to that, because the real reason is that it's not that. The real reason is that maybe, I don't know. I'm just thinking about like, the twist, the drama of it all, like writing a big twist like this. Maybe the reason why it's so pushed, that idea is so pushed forward, is because it's not actually the case, and it's really because he's a death painting.
Fake it out.
Yeah. Which isn't uncommon in this show. Mm-hmm. So that's crazy then that a fucking... So I wonder if Yuji looks like Yuji, or if... I mean, he would, right?
Yeah.
Well, because the death painting, unless it works different, unless Yuji's, if he is one, if it works differently than the other guys, what happened was, like, if you remember, we go back to the episode, but...
yeah, they had those guys.
Mahito's holding the guy down and like putting this thing in his mouth, and then it turns into one of the brothers. I think it was Kechizu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Yuji, that would presumably, if Yuji's like them, it should have happened the same way. Mm-hmm. So then it's crazy that, like, you get maybe he was raised from a baby? Perhaps? Have we seen him as a kid?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think we've seen him as a kid.
No, we've seen Yuta as a kid. We've seen him, like, obviously in school as a teenager.
What if he's the same, but like not actually directly related as the same? Like, what if he, because
We've
we
seen
know,
him growing up.
yeah, because we know that, like, the woman that evil Kamo used before Kamo interfered, was like gave birth to a curse's child, and that's what drew him to her. Like,
Is
she
that true?
already had that ability. She had that ability, and then he, like, she was like looking for help, and then he, like, helped her, right? So, who's to say that that couldn't have happened again with Yuji's mom? Like, had that same ability, like, same like ability or like problem.
What if it was Yuji's mom?
Yeah, but this was all 100 years ago.
I know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something different there. I don't know. Was it 100 years ago? We know that Kamo was active 100 years ago, but what? Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it would have been. It would have been. Yeah, because she had this problem where she got what? Let's go back and look at that. We need clear explanation on that.
Back to our classic. I hope you know what episode it is by now. We've looked at it like 5,000 times.
Bam. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah.
明治の初め、呪霊の子をはらむ得意体質の娘がいた。身に覚えのない解任者からの風当たりは常軌を逸し、彼女はこの亡骸を抱え、ある呪術師が開いた寺に駆け込んだ。彼女の運が尽きてしまう。
The corpse of her baby in her arms.
多くの呪術力の術師として名を残す御三家の王天。彼の知的好奇心は呪霊と人間の間に生まれた九度の解任、九度の堕胎。それらがどのように彼女がどうなってしまったのか。一切の記録は呪体育ソーズ1番から3番。
1 through 3.
されるほどの呪物。その呪力の起源は
記憶はない。人間にも術師にも特段恨みがあるわけでは150年。
150
存
years.
在だけを頼りに封印を保ってきた。大丈夫かな。あいつらうさんくさいよ、兄さん。
よく未来の方だ。俺たちにとって都合が受肉の恩を忘れろ。いいか弟たち。ケチズは俺のために。俺はエソーのために。3人で一つだ。
兄弟のため。そのであれば、私は
This is fucking Yuji's brother?
辛いようでした。
Okay. So there were 9. There was one baby,
Yeah.
the original, that was born and died.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 10 babies there total, and there's 10 in the thing with Yuji. So did he say? Let's go back to what he said. What Yuji said there.
兄ちゃんも
Nichan. So his older brother. So if Choso's number 1, that would mean that Yuji is not, like, for example, the dead baby.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. When we look back at that and then there was the dead baby, I was like, oh, that makes sense. But if he's saying older brother here,
Yeah.
then that wouldn't be. In which case, then if he wasn't directly related to that, or unless the woman who disappeared off the face of the earth, something else happened after that, could be a possibility.
What if she was just, like, kept? She was just, like, kept in a basement
Like,
somewhere.
Kamo just
farmed her?
Changed his face and entire body, but then just kept her and carted her off somewhere more secret.
Mm-hmm.
It is interesting though, because as we know, all of they got weaker over time. Like the first 3 were like really powerful, and then the rest were kind of just like nothing towards the end.
I don't even know what to make of this. It's such a crazy revelation. Well, then why are there 10 if Yuji's not the fucking baby? What is Yuji then? Is he not one of them? Because they put 6 on the table for a reason.
Maybe it's so that to like disprove that he's one of the
them,
other
yeah.
ones.
But
Yeah.
then why would he say brother? It's the only thing that makes sense. There's got to be like some other, like they were all the prototypes and he's like the main event. Like they were all test cases, all these 9, and then eventually they struck gold with
What if
fucking
literally his mom like was just like the same as that other woman, and because we know Kamo or Umbrella Man basically has just been around the whole time, he just found another woman like that and tried again 150 years later?
I mean, it's possible. It seems like an exceptionally rare thing, right?
You would think so.
What if it has something to do with like the plasma star vessel or whatever? Like what? I feel like that was a one arc like thing that doesn't amount to anything. Mm-hmm. But I always go back to it because I always question like what is the like. So everyone knows like, oh, this is a special thing. It's like, what about them? Like I was never explained like what about them made them aware that that Rico was special. What about Rico was special? Just that, oh, you're a special star vessel. Like that's all it was. There was no elaboration on like what that means outside of just being sacrificed and assimilated to Tengen-sama. Like I always talk about like getting her body and that in my theories, because it just seems so weird to me that there's just this phenomenon of just these people that are so important to the whole structure of jujutsu sorcery, and they, it goes nowhere beyond that. There's no explanation about like what that means in otherwise. So like maybe that person that like that's being a plasma star vessel or something has something to do with that ability to like interact with cursed energy in that specific way, being a vessel for things. Like I don't know, like in the way that like a womb is a vessel for a child kind of thing. Like, I don't know, just these associations. I know the translations are kind of weird. I just don't, I always never knew what to make of that. I wonder if that's something to do with here, or if that's just something I need to forget and just leave it in the past. But like, it would be interesting if that tied into it somehow. If that's that kind of thing allowed you to get impregnated by like a cursed spirit. If you were a plasma star vessel. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's such a crazy. First, we're theorizing so much, but the fight was so goddamn good. It was really, really well done. This whole episode was really well directed. The whole fight taking place in like this, pretty much these bathroom stalls was so cool. Yeah. First off,
it was really cool. I like what I wanted to say about it was what I really, really liked about this fight was how cool it was. That like it was so cool because not only because there was like crazy animation and there's like the different lighting and the red versus blue classic colors and the water flying everywhere that just makes it look just extra cool, but I think what was really awesome about it was just having a character that doesn't fully know how to use their abilities and just has not had the opportunity to learn about it, has had no interaction like with the rest of their family that like knows all the secrets and would say don't run into water, or like don't harden up your blood like this because it's not as effective, or like don't do this or don't do that. He's just kind of going on instinct and whatever feels right to him. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because you can tell that he's very powerful, and if he was more aware or had more experience, this would not have been even close to a fair fight at all. Mm-hmm. Like he would have just been able to destroy him. It seems like if he fully was aware and knew all the ins and outs of his power and how best to use it, he would be so powerful. Mm-hmm. And Yuji is just getting absolutely destroyed. I still don't know what those girls at the end are doing. Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe something to do with fucking Geto.
Maybe their plan is to
recover him for them or something.
Yeah.
Or try and awaken him to try and like, because Sukuna might like fight back against everybody, just cause chaos.
Maybe their new plan now that Umbrella Man isn't giving Geto back is to find someone who can make him give Geto back.
Yeah.
If they can kill the brain thing, then at least they can bury Geto and like give him a proper end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Holy
It's
shit.
so crazy how we get the reveal of Toji and then just since then, like this episode seemed like it was 5 minutes long.
And Sukuna's waking up too. Mm-hmm. Fuck's sake.
But he's not helping. He's just like, you're an idiot. And he looks creepy. His eyes look really creepy.
Yeah, he looks extra creepy in this one.
He just looks different. Like he's almost like a cat. Like his eyes just like are almost too big for his head. And maybe that's just because you can't see like his nose or his mouth. But it really freaks me out. God damn, I wish I had more to say other than just this episode was so goddamn good. The season is so incredible. It keeps getting, each episode just like keeps looking and being better than the last. Like, holy fuck. And they clearly like went all out with this one. This was crazy. You could tell even just like the cold open with him running and everything. And then how we saw that sign and then later that sign gets cut in half. That was a really nice detail. Yeah. Oh my god! All the animations with the blood power was so good. Like when that, like that
I love
circle
when he was, like,
thing, sucking it back like off his face.
Yeah,
it was like just like you could tell it was almost like sticky.
Yeah, it was all so goddamn good. Man, I'm just blown away by this show sometimes. Like, Jesus, what the fuck is Yuji then? Like.
They did it in such a cryptic way, and then they leave it off on a cliffhanger. Such a shitty move. I mean, it's good for them, but I feel like this is just going to drive me crazy, and we might not even get any more updates on it for like several episodes, Like they might just be like, oh, Toji, you guys, you just about forgot about him. Now's when we're gonna go back to him now that he's like the least interesting thing going on. We're either gonna go back to Toji or like we're gonna go to Old Man Zenin and Maki just fucking around or something, and they're gonna run into some crazy shit. Cause like and then we also have Mei like was fighting that thing in the domain expansion. So there's just like so many things. I think Mei is pretty much good. I think they left it off like implying that she was fucking totally but it's fine. Just like that we have so many people now, and now more people are showing up as well. That it's just like there's so many things happening simultaneously that while we're here with Yuji, like what is happening with all these other people? I don't know. They're not just standing there doing nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna go. We might even see Kusakabe, and I thought we were gonna see Kusakabe at the start, but it was Choso walking, and Panda walking around. Yeah, man. There's just so much to get to. There's so much going on, and there's just shit being just thrown. Like it's crazy how much stuff is happening. Like now that things have really gotten moving. Like. I don't know. I don't see us getting a lot more fights going forward. Like the punching bag guy and the last like dickhead. Yeah. Like I don't see a lot of those happening. I feel like it's more like actual people or like yeah. I'm just stressed out. I'm so stressed out in a good way, but I'm really stressed out. Holy crap. I'm so confused. What's the metaphor with the spaghetti and meatballs and then they're all dressed in black? Like, what is that? It's like this Last Supper type shit? Like, what? What is that? Yeah. What is that? Why? What is the symbolism there? They got red wine, they got the spaghetti marinara, and they got just having a nice Italian dinner. Fetus baby brothers on the table. All on the table. Just a nice little centerpiece. And there's 10. How many people were in the Last Supper? Was it 12? I don't know. Just very strange. And then it's like the whole like, yeah, this is not real, but like obviously it means something.
Yeah, what is that?
They're like
It's like spiritual memory of something that doesn't even exist.
That were fake.
What does that mean? Has that happened before? I mean, that's happened with Toto.
Yeah, but that was just him.
That was just him being like
my brother. This is just the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, the parallels. Were there any other things like that where they just like imagined fucking scenarios? Like I feel like that rings a bell, but I don't think it does.
Think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, very strange.
What the fuck, man?
Well, I don't think I have anything else to say.
I'm trying to
I'll
find
be thinking about this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy. Yeah, all right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Oh shit! I hate leaving it off like this, where there's no like. I don't even have a predict. Like I don't like usually when since we've been doing the Jujutsu reactions, we're just like, you know, we get the information, then we like take it somewhere at the end. And like, you know, have predictions.
There's not enough to take
I just
it
don't
anywhere.
know.
Unless there is, and we were just so distracted on like all of these other theories that like we're missing something else that's obvious about it. But like I don't think so, because there's this, and then there's also like the grandpa thing at the beginning, and that's like all we know about Yuji's.
But that thing, I'm not even convinced that this was set up at that point. Like with the way that he was saying that, he was saying it like it could be anything related to his parentage and related to like
yeah, it literally could be absolutely
like
anything.
his dad literally could have been Minato Namikaze from a different series. He could have literally been like Gojo or some weird shit. Like you know. Not literally, but you see what I'm saying. Like I didn't get the impression that it was going in this direction, and I'm not sure if it was like clever misdirection or if it was just like a
in the
thing.
first episode we're gonna set this, or in
it's
the
like a first chapter. Yeah.
There's something mysterious with your family
about your mom and dad
to be decided later.
Yeah, type thing, and just like some mystery to start it off, and like, oh, why does he have all these crazy powers? What's that about? Mm-hmm. Man, I wonder if it is if he still has a heavenly restriction. Fuck, man, I don't know. See you guys next week, I guess. Shit.